The gaming world is always buzzing about the next big thing, but few consoles have generated as much excitement as the Nintendo Switch 2. This next-gen console is expected to build on the massive success of the original Switch while introducing new features that could shake up the industry. With a Nintendo Direct scheduled for April 2nd, fans and experts are eagerly waiting for official details. The Switch 2 is set to push boundaries in performance, gameplay, and technology. Its upcoming launch is already being called one of the biggest gaming hardware releases in history. Today, we are breaking down everything we know so far. From shipping details and pricing to launch games and market competition, let's dive into what makes the Switch 2 one of the most highly anticipated consoles in recent years. Shipment and stock preparation. Signs of a massive launch. One of the first clues that a major console is on the way is how companies handle logistics. Nintendo has already started preparing for a big launch. Shipment data from January shows that 383,000 units have already been sent to the US, and that's just the beginning. This aggressive approach suggests that Nintendo expects record-breaking demand. Analysts predict the Switch 2 could sell an incredible number of units in its first year. With careful stock management and supply chain planning, Nintendo seems to be setting up for one of the smoothest console launches in recent history. Bloomberg's report on price predictions. Another major question is the price. According to Bloomberg, Nintendo may price the Switch 2 between $399 and $499. The lower price seems more optimistic, but with upgraded hardware, the cost could rise. The Switch 2 is rumored to feature a more powerful NVIDIA GPU and a larger 8-inch display. These improvements could push the price closer to $449 or even $499. While the final price is uncertain, what's clear is that Nintendo is offering a more powerful console with cutting-edge technology. Strong launch lineup. Games that drive success. A console's success often depends on its launch games. Nintendo has a track record of delivering strong titles, and the Switch 2 is expected to be no different. Some key games rumored for launch include a new 3D Mario game, a fresh installment in the iconic franchise, Mario Kart sequel, a highly anticipated continuation of the beloved racing series, Metroid Prime. For after years of delays, this action-packed title may finally arrive. Pokémon Legends Z, a new twist on the classic Pokémon experience. With these titles, the Switch 2's early success could be massive. Investor confidence and market expectations. Excitement around the Switch 2 isn't just limited to gamers. Nintendo's stock prices have been hitting all-time highs as investors place big bets on the new console. Analysts predict that the Switch 2 could sell up to 20 million units in its first year. That would make it one of the fastest-selling consoles of all time. One key advantage is backward compatibility with the original Switch. This means existing Switch owners can upgrade without losing access to their current games, avoiding the typical software drought that new consoles often face. Manufacturing strategy and pricing challenges. Nintendo's manufacturing strategy is another key factor. Unlike Sony and Microsoft, which produce their consoles in limited locations, Nintendo has factories in both Vietnam and China. This helps reduce costs and avoid supply chain disruptions. However, US tariffs on electronics could increase production costs. If that happens, Nintendo may need to adjust the Switch 2's price. Keeping the console affordable is critical, as the original Switch's lower price was a big part of its success. Will the Switch 2 surpass the competition? The Switch 2 is launching at a time when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are well established. However, Nintendo has a unique advantage: its hybrid design and strong lineup of first-party games. If the Switch 2 sells between 6 and 8 million units on launch day, it could break industry records. That would make it the fastest-selling gaming console ever. Final thoughts: the biggest console launch ever. With everything we've discussed, one thing is clear: Nintendo is all in on the Switch 2. From stockpiling inventory and ensuring backward compatibility to launching with strong games and competitive pricing, every sign points to success. But some big questions remain. Will the price be justified? Will fans be disappointed if Nintendo drops the old screen? Can the Switch 2 outsell the PlayStation 5 at launch? Only time will tell. One thing is for sure: this will be one of the most exciting console launches in gaming history. Thanks for watching.